So I believe creativity is our true capital. And so the more we train those human skills, rebalance our dialogue with the machines, and the more future-proof we become.
We want to make something that's close to the experience of nature, that when you're experiencing nature, there's an awareness it's fleeting, and that transience is hot, is beauty. And you yourself are a fleeting moment in the great sun of the universe, and you're sharing one moment that will never come again.
Silk Road has a lot of room to grow. I think it's been a beautiful experience. All those smaller events are the main event, and you get to really know the artists, the collectors, and sort of even after the first day, I feel like I'm going to know a lot of these people for a long time.
What learning about the roots shows us is that it was artists from the beginning. It was artists all along. It was artists intervening with this technology that gave us what we have today.
I would say that without AI, I would never have the momentum. And as you know, as a creative person, momentum creates flow. And with flow, you can do anything.
I feel like future generations are going to get lost. They're going to be so far from the idea of being present, of being here right now. I'm present in this moment now. And I think that's so important to take into photographic situations. Having that understanding of that moment in time and being in tune with that creates for special work.
That's what I've decided to title my story. No plan, just pattern. Just send it, you know?
Obviously, the difference with photography and AI is that like that base level of aesthetic is pretty high with AI. Even like with just like a basic prompt, it would look pretty good, your first output. With most people, their first photo is not going to be good at all. But you're right, it is for us to figure out where does it go next? How do we front run this? What are like the sorts of the visual language glass ceilings that we need to break? So that can only be done through like an established knowledge of like what are the genres of art, what are the movements that's happened before, what has already been said, so that we can now say something on the shoulders of them.
The boundary between human and machine perspectives is blurring, and I intend to be part of that conversation.
Well, I mean, like, I think, you know, we as humans love to ask the question that is AI conscious, right? But like, what I've learned is we don't need it to be conscious because we already treat it as though it's conscious, right? So like consciousness itself is such a term that we barely even understand, and we want to attribute it to other beings.
It's been an amazing ability for artists to really crack through these barriers that have been set.
As a digital art collector, this really sort of surprised me, the diversity of kind of global people that have been here in the connections that have been formed. It's really amazing just how much is changing in this space and how fast it's poised to take off.
This is a process that I started doing to create more work without having to rely on other people to get it done. And there's a lot of limitations with that, but the process is what I love doing.
Dentro de círculo, me ajudou a entender mais meu processo, assim, na verdade, porque geralmente eu não faço composições dentro de círculo, eu gosto de ter essa liberdade de girar.
Bali's been amazing so far. Amazing creators, collectors, people that are just interested in art that's being created digitally. And it's been such an amazing collection of people coming together. So many great things have been shared, so many new insights, new technologies. It's going to be really interesting to see what the future brings, especially after this edition of Silk Road Chapter 2.